To all the Desi Brother viewers, we have lover boy of South India.
Thank you.
Madhavan is here. Hello Madhavan.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to Harvard.
Thank you.
How do you feel? You got an invitation from a great university. So how do you feel?
Very flattered. Yeah. It's very honoring. It's something that few people get a chance to do, and I'm very proud that I got this opportunity.
And what is the inspiring notes you are going to give to these kids?
So the talk is going to happen 2 hours from now, and another one tomorrow. And so I'm saving my points for those talks. Well, my subject is India 2030, so I'm going to talk about the dream that I have for my country as 14 years from now.
Okay, isn't this true?
Yeah.
That was a great comeback from you.
Thank you.
So, and the same movie is getting dubbed in many other movies as well. Recently, it is getting dubbed in Telugu as well.
No, it's not getting dubbed. It's
A
already
remake. It's a remake. Sorry, I need to
That's okay.
correct my.
Yeah.
It's a remake. So, how do you feel?
Very good, yeah. It's been a labor of love, something that we did for 4 years, prepared for it, changed my body and learned boxing, cast a new girl, and, believed in a project from the bottom of our hearts, and it's yielded in what we expected it to. And now that Venkatesh sir is doing this film, I'm sure it's going to be a bigger blockbuster in Telugu.
Okay, so in last year Olympics, we got only 2 medals from the movie Isn't This True? And will you be able to give any suggestion to our government that where we need to improve in sports and athletics to get more medals?
I think one thing I really believe in is that if there's enough research done, and if the same amount of money is spent with the same amount of enthusiasm, but in the right direction, the problem is I think people follow a standard format, and the format hasn't changed for many years to come. And so the diet is the same, the equipment and the training is the same, and there isn't a passion behind wanting to change that. But I think slowly we're awakening to that, and if enough research is done in the new techniques and how to train people and how to make sure that we get more medals internationally, there is a great possibility that Olympics is a place where Indians can excel. Even now, people who actually get into the medals at the Olympics have trained almost privately on their own, and which is a sad part. I think we as a country can easily afford to train our own sportsmen completely.
Okay, yeah. And coming to movies, so for me, to be frank, for me, the first movie which I saw is Saki in Telugu, because I am from Andhra Pradesh, and there's a movie. So how do you feel that when you got that opportunity?
It was a blessing in disguise. It was my first film, and I was getting to act with or act under Mr. Rmadhavan and some of the best talents in the country at that time. So for me, it was a great privilege, a lot of pressure, but that role was next to my skin. I knew how to do that completely. So it was a reaffirmation that I can be an actor good enough for Rmadhavan, and when the film did well, it was a great relief.
And there is no strike movie in Telugu. When we can expect a strike movie in Telugu?
The kind of roles that I do, it's very important for me to know the language, because I largely improvise my lines and try to make it my own. I've been trying to learn Telugu and make myself familiar with all the different accents in it. I haven't managed to make myself an expert yet on it, but eventually I think my dream is to do a straight Telugu film and sound like a proper Telugu guy.
Okay. And most of the people who are in South India are acting as a heroes, and they are very reserved with South India. But you are the one who went to Bollywood, and you are popular all over India. So how do you feel about that one?
I was very lucky, and I'm very blessed. I think the advantage being that I know Hindi as well as I know Tamil, or in fact better than I know Tamil. So it's easier to be accepted because I started with Hindi serials before I did Tamil films. So it was, you sound like a native, you sound like somebody who's not trying to speak Hindi. And that was a big advantage that I had.
And the girls in South India, especially girls in South India, they love your dimples. So, so what do you say?
What? Dude, I'm trying to really make your questions sound very interesting, but I have no idea how to answer that one. Because, I first of all, I don't have to do it, honestly.
But in the movie in Saki, we have seen something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should tell my wife, because she keeps thinking Shah Rukh has better dimples than me.
That's fine. And you act, and so what is your next movie?
I'm doing this year. I'm doing about 7 films. About 3 of them in Tamil and 4 in Hindi. And there are films called Vikram Veda in Tamil. There's a film called Chanda Mama Durke in Hindi. There's this Amazon series called Breathe, and then there's one called Gramophone. Five
Okay.
in the line right now.
And what is the dream character you want to act in? In the films? And do you have any dream character?
I'd like to do something like what Kamal sir did in Nayak.
Nayagan?
Yeah.
Okay. That is your dream character?
Yeah.
And who is your favorite actor? Sorry.
My favorite actor is Mr. Kamal Hassan. I think there is no actor like him in the world, merely because of the number of different characters he's done in different genres. Very few people have excelled in them also. If he plays a dancer, he's a phenomenal classical dancer. He sings, he writes. Of course, there is no actor in terms of his as a performer in front of the camera. I think he is one of the most talented actors we've ever had.
And who inspires you more in personal life and in the movie industry both?
In my personal life, I think it's my mom and dad. I think their ability to be completely satisfied with what they have now and have no great expectations and be so full of love and compassion at this age, I think is exemplary. If I can be half that much, I'd consider myself very successful.
Okay. Thanks, Madhavan. Thanks for giving your
Thank you.
precious time for Desi Plaza TV.
Nice
And
to
say hi to Desi Plaza TV.
Hey guys, this is Madhavan and you're watching me on the Desi Plaza TV.
And also for Tamil people who are there in USA, just say hi to all the Tamil people and the Telugu people.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் உங்க மாதவன் பேசுறேன். நீங்க கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருப்பது what's the name of your channel?
Manoj, Desi Plaza.
My interview with Manoj on Desi Plaza.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.